From the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at the newly named New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. Allen now on 1st down. Fighting, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Joey Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and
All right,
21.
now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up. Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's Allen. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's caught. Jones. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's the now 30-year-old running back, LaShawn McCoy. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Zach Miller as tight end there. And it's 3rd down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is incomplete. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, 1st down.
Yeah, and I'll guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
The Bills send the punter out. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10, right at the 30. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 10. A beautiful fake. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 1st down, Allen. Jones has it. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
Gun! Over!
Now the first carry for the former Jaguar. This is Chris Ivory. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Returning, it's Benjamin. And he spins past him and into space. He's at the 40. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They just got that play off. Now Rivers. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Sturgis hung that one out to the right, off the mark. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun! 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 Gun!
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit! Over, 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 over! Ready? Kill, kill, kill! Kill! Hot!
Now Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big play here for Buffalo. 61 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Check, check. Red zone, red zone, red zone.
Now a 1st down carry here from McCoy. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
No, check, Patriot! Over!
On second down, it's McCoy. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Detroit!
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Gun! Check.
From the gun, it's Allen. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Third and short yardage, Rivers. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Check four, check four. Blitz, blitz. That's it, baby. That's it, that's it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
Now Allen off the bootleg. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Hey, Rocket.
Following the interception here, Rivers. And some room to maneuver. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. The Chargers getting set to go, and following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
The 1-8er, 380. Back, okay.
To throw, Rivers. Looking deep for his tight end Gates. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken around the 12. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Bills getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LaShawn McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him, and you're exactly right. We do kind of take him for granted. Remember, he was with Philadelphia. Then he goes to Buffalo. Buffalo goes through the playoff drought before last season. And the Eagles, they win a Super Bowl without him. So, yeah, we forget just how special he is. But I do think with his running style, he's got many more seasons left.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch him now, Barney.
A give to McCoy. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Allen now operating from the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Allen. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now Benjamin. A minute 52 left to play in this second quarter. Back to Buffalo after this. He'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And that goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Rivers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Rivers now on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
The Chargers on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Play fake. Rivers. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10.
No, check, Patriot! Patriot! 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Allen looks to throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Bills on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Allen from the gun, he'll throw. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Detroit!
Throwing on first down is Allen. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That'll be incomplete, as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there, and that'll bring up second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Allen will try again on second down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Lucky 56. Gone!
Allen to throw once more. Benjamin with it over the middle. This quarterback now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Here's Desmond King on the return, and he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the play...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Got a man complete. It's a tight end tomorrow. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Watch him now, Barney.
This give is to McCoy. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. First down, Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jace Amaro, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. To return it now, here's King. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
To throw is Rivers. Going underneath for Gordon. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. No. Check. Patriot. Hey, alert 3. Watch him now, Barney. Hey, turn it up. Gun.
Now Allen to throw on 1st and 10. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Hauschka now for the extra point. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead is now 24. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. To return it now, here's King. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Second down, Rivers. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action. Rivers. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Rivers now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Tennessee. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Gone, 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 gone.
From midfield, here's Allen. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Watch 17, watch 17.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Load it. Load it.
Looking to throw on second down. Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Rivers on 3rd and 2. Going deep here for Allen. He's got a man. Complete. Rivers to Allen on the hook up there. 52 yards.
Okay, 3rd and short. The mindset of the defense, probably playing the run first.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. On 1st and 10, Rivers completes it to Benjamin. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that'll make it 24-7. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. Only a couple there, so he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Allen. Benjamin's got it. And now running right through him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Well, clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now McCoy. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Allen. It's caught. Jones. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Lucky 56.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. He's going to air. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Chargers on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey!
From the gun, Rivers. He's going to let this one go deep. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Allen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. And he'll bang that one through. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is Gordon on the dump off. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run, the best runs for the team.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Fielded at about the 28. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on the punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Allen hit. He lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Allen. That is incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
On 3rd down, here's McCoy. And some space here. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. Past the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. It's a big run there by McCoy. 67 yards. So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And McCoy loses the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Rivers now after the fumble recovery. Allen, nifty footwork. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A nice gain of 21 yards. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Shaq Lawson in there to get him for a loss of 5. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. Oh, now he bowls him over. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 at the 19. From the red zone now, Rivers. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
One out a little bit. Load it.
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack.
Delta! Okay.
From the gun, Rivers. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was 3rd down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how, and in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that will get him one closer. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Bills, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.